I'm Sarah Fragani with KENS 5 News Now. A massive fire in the medical center area has gutted parts of an apartment complex. It broke out late Sunday night at the Frederick Apartments. Families were evacuated as fire crews battled those huge flames. Firefighters were waiting for daylight to make sure that no one died in the two-alarm fire, saying that it was too dark and dangerous to try searching after they put out the fire. More questions and answers after a woman was shot in the foot by a shotgun. This was on River Canyon, not far from South W.W. White on the city's southeast side. Police say they don't know what led up to the shooting. They are questioning two adults who were in the house, and a third person had left the scene by the time officers got there. No word on any charges. The first round of students and teachers in our area are headed back to class today, including Edgewood ISD. It's also the first day for Poteet ISD. Before you hop on the bus, remember this: there have been some changes for extra safety. Students in junior high and high school in Poteet will only be allowed to bring mesh or clear backpacks to school. Students in elementary and intermediate are still allowed to carry any type of backpack. Vernia ISD returns to class today as well, but this year includes a big change. Students and staff will be on a reduced schedule, meaning they'll only go to school 4 days a week. They're not the only school district making the switch either. Natalia ISD will only report to class 4 days a week and will have Fridays off. The district says the decision was made to recruit and retain educators. The teacher shortage is another reason why they made the change, but Natalia ISD will not begin the 4-day school week until September 1st. It is a norm for teachers to spend about $1,000 out of pocket every school year, and an event this past weekend was set up to help teachers with those costs. More than $40,000 worth of school supplies were put together Saturday to be handed out to teachers. Now, this is part of the United Way's Right Start project. Volunteers got together at Masters Elementary in Converse to build the supply kits.
This is a challenge. Teachers coming out of pocket, non-reimbursed, a challenge they've been facing year after year. And we want to be able to remove those challenges from the classroom, remove those barriers so that these children in our community can be successful.
If you're a teacher and need help, or really if anyone out there need food or resources, you can always call the United Way helpline anytime. Just dial 211. And remember, traffic laws around schools. You could end up driving through a school zone or maybe past a school bus on your way to and from work, and it could cost you big money. On the Bexar County Justice of the Peace website, it says speeding in a school will cost you $350. Passing a stopped school bus will cost almost double, putting you at $652. Parking violations within a school zone will get you a $170 fine, and all other violations within a school zone could end up adding up to $285. Out in Bernie this morning, crews are continuing to look for a man who went underwater in Bernie City Lake and never resurfaced. Texas Parks and Wildlife and the Bernie Fire Department joined this recovery effort after the man disappeared Sunday afternoon. The teams stayed in the water until nightfall, and part of the lake was closed during the search. That search resumes today. In Texas politics, complicated pregnancies will temporarily be exempt from the state's abortion ban. A Travis County District Judge issued that temporary injunction on Friday. She ruled the law is ambiguous enough to make it difficult for women to obtain abortions, even when they're facing serious medical complications. Under the law, which went into effect last year, doctors risk life in prison and fines of up to $100,000 if they perform an abortion. More than $1 billion remains without an owner. That means you have a chance. The Mega Millions jackpot is now up to $1.5 billion, and that makes a record cash option of $757.2 million. Nobody has hit all 6 numbers since April. Good luck to you. Checking in with meteorologist Paul Morales.
All right, well, hopefully you're a winner. Outside today, it is going to be hot. High temperature around 105. You add the humidity, heat index will be just a little bit higher than that, around 107. But that's enough to give us an excessive heat warning from noon until 9 o'clock. Of course, out there this evening, it's going to be very warm as well.
And that's KENS 5 News Now. I'm Sarah Fragani. Thanks so much for joining me.